As someone who has played nearly every Dynasty Warriors game, hearing that a new one was right around the corner had me like,
yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It was a big surprise because the last time we got a new mainline game was 2016. That game was not received well. So what does this demo tell us? I'm going to talk about the combat, music, atmosphere, and potential problems that I saw. So let's go ahead and get the meat and potatoes out of the way and talk about combat, because it's a big one. To put it simply, I think it's the best combat of the series. It still has its foundation of alternating light and heavy attacks and your big Muso move, but it feels like you have more control over what's happening. We have multiple ways to respond to being attacked. We have a perfect dodge that'll slow down time, and you can perfect block into a parry, which is very gratifying. You can use skills to shut down big moves that are coming at you. Skills cost bravery to use, so you can't just spam them. But you can build up bravery by beating up people, just like everything else in the game. You can have up to 4 skills you select based on the weapon you have. You can even change your weapon in the middle of battle. We can also give commands to a small unit of dudes to shoot arrows or charge in, and you can pick the location you want them to attack. A new ability is War God mode, which makes you invincible and your attacks leech life. Another new thing is picking a partner for the battle. You'll select someone from a small group, which may also decide your starting location at the beginning of the fight. You can do Muso attacks together to double up on the impact. But the bigger thing is you can build up to being able to temporarily control them in a fight with some devastating results. Duels also make a return, but made better. You'll be encircled by soldiers to do a one-on-one fight, which you win based on a tug-of-war point system instead of health. With all that said, it wouldn't be a Dynasty Warriors game without an awesome soundtrack to fight to. I don't even need to hear the music in the demo to know it's good because of the track record of the series. It's probably what they do best. The music usually consists of some rock and metal fused with some Chinese instrumentals. They would do a good job of giving a certain emotion for the battle or a situation. Kind of like this song here. It's uplifting, like, yeah, let's go kick some ass. But then there's this one. Most fans of the series will know this as the "uh-oh, I'm about to get my ass kicked" song, which is usually followed by this song. Because you did get your ass kicked. A lot of these songs are nostalgic for fans of the series because some of them are remixed songs from older games. Even in the demo, the first song you hear on the battlefield was from Dynasty Warriors 4. It's just been remixed. Other than music, there's the atmosphere, which is part sound and part graphics. Origins does a hell of a good job making you feel like you're in a huge battle, more than ever before. You'll see arrows rain from the sky, other commanders sending troops at you, and just straight up chaos. I think that's mostly due to how many people are on screen now. Tons of soldiers. So many that sometimes it's hard to see. It's like everyone wants to be near you. But it still manages to run well and look pretty good. Now, about the voice acting. Well, it's good and bad, but that's nothing new to the franchise. I'm frankly just glad we have a dub at all, because it's hard to read all that stuff on screen while you're fighting. So, let's talk about some potential problems. There really was only one con that stood out, and that was the HUD. It gets covered in so much information constantly, it can obscure your view. It would help if you could at least move elements of the HUD around or something. There's also the elephant in the room of not being able to pick a character anymore.
What? No, all right. I know that sounds bad.
Instead, you play a wanderer. Not being able to pick your character is the biggest change so far, and I imagine most people aren't going to like it. And I kinda agree with that. It's hard to ignore the change since you've always been able to pick a character from a huge group of people. But to wrap things up, I had a lot of fun with it, and I think it's going to be a great new path for the series. Let me know what you think in the comments. For now, see you next time, and I hope that you choose to pursue Boo Boo.